Lyndsey Davey, Dublin captain, through to another Leinster final against Westmeath, this time after beating Laois in the semi-finals. What are your thoughts about playing them? Obviously, you'll be strong favourites.
Yeah, no, we're absolutely delighted to be back in a Leinster final. You know, Laois really put it up to us there yesterday. They're a much improved side from their Leinster campaign. They really put it up to us, but we're delighted to get the win and to be back in a Leinster final now against Westmeath in 2 weeks' time.
It's a great sense of occasion for the Leinster finals. I remember last year against Laois, you know, although you won the game easily, it was a good occasion to be part of.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely one of our goals at the beginning of the year is to get back to the Leinster final, and thankfully we've made that goal. And hopefully now in 2 weeks' time, I've no doubt Westmeath are going to put it up to us, but we're really looking forward to the game.
Jenny Rogers, captain of Westmeath, how much are you looking forward to being in a Leinster final, albeit against Dublin, who'll be favourites?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We're really excited about it. You know, it's been a long time since, you know, we're only up senior a few years now, and the first year or two was just kind of getting used to the pace of it and getting used to the intensity. Now we feel like now we're competing and we're winning games, and it's just great to be in a Leinster final. There's a great buzz around and everyone's really looking forward to it.
It's a big achievement.
Definitely, yeah, it's a huge achievement. You know, we've been building since winning the intermediate in 2011. We've been building, and we're up at the top level now where we want to be. And like, we want to be playing the likes of Dublin and the top teams, and you know, be competing against them. And that's where, you know, that's what we've been aiming for all along. So hopefully we'll give a good count for ourselves now in 2 weeks' time. And
what's the spirit like in the camp after a bit of a surprise loss, shall we say, to Galway? Although in retrospect now maybe it wasn't that much of a surprise because they did so well in the league final.
Yeah, you know, like Galway, they're a fantastic up-and-coming side. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough game coming into them, and they were really riled up for it. And you know, it was one of those days where we just didn't perform, and they got the better of us. But you know, I think even showing from the Laois game that we played in the league, that league and championship are two completely different competitions. And you know, if we come up against them again, it'll be a totally different game. But like I said, they definitely are going to be ones to watch this year.
I suppose after last year, people still said, well, Dublin are going to come, you know, and you did mention Cork. So are there any psychological scars from losing to Dublin last year and even losing to Galway in the league this year? Or how are Dublin feeling? No,
I think we're just like this year, like we've lost a lot of players from last year's final. You know, we have about eight changes from our All-Ireland final in yesterday's game, and we've a lot of underage coming up. We had four or five players starting yesterday that would have been in the under-21s final against Cork a few weeks ago. So you know, it's a totally different outfit this year, and we're really taking it one game at a time, and our focus is solely on Westmeath in 2 weeks' time.
Dublin are a massive challenge, obviously. Could have won the All-Ireland final last year, came so close. How do you go about taking them on? Yeah,
Dublin, like, you know, as you said, they were in the All-Ireland final last year, could have won it. They're a huge challenge, but that's where we want to be, that's what we want to be playing. I suppose we're just going to have to focus on our strengths and play to our strengths and kind of try and minimise theirs as much as we can. So the next few weeks in training we'll just be working hard on what we're good at, and hopefully, you know, we'll make as little mistakes as possible on the day, and things will go right for us, and we'll see how we go.
When you mentioned the strengths of Westmeath, what do you think that they are, and what are you working on?
Well, we're a real team player team. Like we all work really, really hard for each other. We work really hard. I think that hard work is something that's a huge element of why we've been doing so well this year. Everyone's willing to put it in, and everyone's willing to give 100%, and training the intensities. You know, it's great, and everyone's kind of doing, you know, everyone's performing to their best. And if we can do that against Dublin, we do. Like, we're kind of quite a young team as well, so our forwards are, you know, they've been working really hard on trying to get their shots accuracy and things like that, and the backs have been working really hard on maybe trying to, you know, develop their kind of tackling without giving away frees and things like that. So we've kind of been trying to go up to the next level, the things that in intermediate you wouldn't really be punished for, but in senior, you know, if you make little mistakes, you're punished against the likes of Dublin or that. So we're going to try and minimise those, and we've been working on trying to reduce the errors and things like that. So.
And what do you know about Westmeath?
Well, I know there's definitely going to be, you know, it's a Leinster final, you're going to get nothing easy, and I know they're definitely going to put it up to us and hopefully be a good competitive game, and we can get good support out to support both teams.
You're also going to need plenty of support.
Yes.
What's your message to supporters, apart from be the difference, be there?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose our match against Meath, the last day, was on the same day as the men's game. So I think the attendance at our match in Cusack Park was only 81. So the place was basically empty, and it does make a huge difference to get support behind you, and you know, to have a crowd there cheering you on. It makes a huge difference. So you know, it's a good day out. There's 3 games on, and ladies football, it's becoming so much more popular now, and we just need to raise kind of the awareness of it, and hopefully we'll play well and we'll give the girls in the county something to look up to, and if we can get the sport behind us, hopefully we can, you know, push on and do well.
Elaine Ware, Carlow. Can you tell me the Carlow story? I mean, it seems very interesting that you're in ladies football after being out of the sport for a couple of years.
Yeah, we couldn't field a team for 2 years, and now we're back into it. There seems to be a big interest and good numbers of training, good mix of clubs and different age groups.
And what has brought that interest back up again?
They've just tried to get the interest back into the clubs and asked girls in, and they came in. And we've Brendan Kelly's managing us, and he's doing a good job at it.
Michelle McMahon, captain of Louth. You have a Leinster final to look forward to against Carlow, who they must be new opponents for you.
Yeah, we haven't seen Carlow this year or last year, so we're not too sure what we're going to come up against really, but we are, you know, we're preparing as we would prepare for any other team, whether we've seen them or not. So we're just looking forward to the big day out, and we're definitely not taking Carlow, you know, for nothing. We need to prepare like it could be any team in Leinster we could be facing, but it's hard to know, so we don't know what we're going to come up against. But we're looking forward to it for sure.
And how's Louth's year been so far?
We reached the league semi-final against Limerick. We didn't really perform that day, we were unlucky. But we felt our league performance was good, we were happy enough with it. Obviously could have been happier with it, but so far it's gone good. Since the league, you know, there's been new girls coming in, bit of more youth in the panel now, and it's going great for us so far. So we're just preparing, thinking of Carlow the whole time.
And can you tell me some of your main players, your key players?
Some of our main players would be Gráinne Cown and Deirdre Tomlinson, Anya Kinsta, Marion Hayden. There'll be more of the mature players, more experience playing county for a couple of years. So they're very good to have on the team.
And is there much support there at the minute? Is there a bit of a groundswell? Is there people getting behind the team?
Yeah, there's people behind the team, especially because we're into the Leinster final now. People have come, and it's at home as well, so hopefully we get a good turnout, good crowd, good support.
And what does it mean to you personally to be back playing in the Carlow County jersey? I take it for a few years there you were looking at.
Yeah, well, I'm delighted because I love playing football. And I was gone out of minor, so we're up to senior, and we'd no team for 2 years, so you're only playing college and club football. But now to have it back is brilliant.
The wider aim, the longer term aim is of course September. You were there 3 years ago, you had that painful defeat by Antrim. How much, looking back, did that set Louth football back?
That was a very tough defeat for us that year. That year was going so good for us, and on the day it just didn't happen for us really. And since that, I suppose with any team, once you play an All-Ireland final, you're going to have a lot of retirements, and since that we definitely have had to start again and bring the youth through the squad and kind of build and build and build. If I look at the panel now compared to the panel 3 years ago, it's completely different. You've got a few faces that are still the same, but on a whole it's completely changed, and it's good to get the new breed of players in, but we're happy with where we are now, and we're definitely up for the All-Irelands this year.
And can you tell me just finally a few of your main players now? You mentioned a few of the young players. I'm sure there's also a few still there from 2012.
Oh, of course there is. You've got the likes of Grace Lynch still going, Kate Floyd, Susan Bourne, these kind of players that are the spine of the team really, you know, and they're going great. And I think you need the mix of the people who've been there for so long with the new girls coming through, but we've got a good balance at the moment.